Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Lena, and I show you how to open up your own independent living homes, right? You can do this in any state, you guys, all right? You don't need a degree, you don't need like a license, you don't need those things, all right? You can do this. All right, it's pretty easy, right? It's well, let me say this, it's easier than you might think. You do have to market, however, but it may be easier than you think. Again, you can do this in any state. And for those who don't know what independent living is, essentially what we do is we house the homeless, right? There is no medical about this. There's nothing medical. We're not doing any nursing. We're not doing any med passes. We're not bathing. We're not dressing. We are sticking strictly to housing. In fact, we have to, because if we don't, it's literally illegal, right? So we can't do that. We have to stick strictly to housing. And we usually house them two to a room. Okay, two to a room. You can do shared, you can do private. However, if you want to maximize your income, you do have to do two to a room. Okay. Now, how we get paid, right? How we get paid. Hey, honey, how are you? What's going on? How we get paid, right? Because that's one of the good parts. How we get paid. We either do private pay because most of our residents either have SSI checks or SSDI checks or some type of benefit like a veterans benefit or a pension. Or if they come through an agency, usually the agency will pay for them, all right? Or some type of voucher, right? Those are the ways that we can get paid. Again, you can do this in any state. And if you do need help, Sweet Rose Tea, when did you sneak in here? When did you just get in here? Hi, baby. You can do this in pretty much any state, like I said. Now, I know when you're bouncing around to the rooms, right, and you're listening to all the people and they're housing different demographics, right? Usually you're hearing veterans, but you don't have to house veterans, guys. Like, you don't have to. It is not the only demographic out there that needs our help. I'm telling you. You can house the people that are coming home from the prison system. You can house the mental health population. Don't be afraid of mental health. Okay. You can house women and children, men and their children. Hey, Ricky, you can house children aging out of foster care, right? You can house, I even seen, this is, it's not usual, but some people are now getting into like the traveling nurses, right? You can house the demographic that you want, that you resonate with, right? You don't have to go with whatever you see. But if you see one and that somebody else is doing and you want to do it, do it. You can do it. All right. Now, if you pick a demographic and it just turns out that you are having a hard time, right? It's not what you expected. Let's say you're housing women and children, right? That's the demographic you want to go to. You get into it and you get into the thick of it and you feel like, I don't want to house them anymore. This is a bit more difficult than I thought. You can pivot, you guys. This is not set in stone. This is not supposed to be stressful for you, okay? Hey, LG, you can pivot at any time. Like, use your free will. You can pivot, all right? But you do have to keep the core structure, all right? There does have to be the house rules, right? The shared responsibilities and all those good things. So you have to keep the core structure, but you can change your demographic at any time. And don't think that, oh, I already sent out my flyers and my marketing material. So what? So what? It doesn't matter, okay? Because the demographic that you're shooting for is not the demographic who got the flyers in the first place. You get what I'm saying? All you really have to do is just pivot where you're sending your flyers. If you were sending them to the women and children centers or the battered women's shelter centers, you don't have to send those flyers there. You're changing demographics, so where you're sending your flyers is going to change too, okay? And just tweak, right? Just tweak your marketing material. Just take out veterans or whoever it is that you didn't want to house. Just take out that name and put in the name that you do want to house now. It's not a big deal. People change their minds all the time. So don't think, oh my God, I'm going to have to start over. You really don't have to start over. Okay. Hey guys, welcome in. If you have any questions, if you're new here, please, please, please. 68 pages. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them below. So I just got the house. Now I need referrals. Honey, Nita B. Nita. Why did you get the house first? Did you market? Because you have to market. That's our biggest thing. That's like our meat and potatoes. That is the backbone of our business. Like, you have to get those relationships going, right? You got to get them going before you go and get the house, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to have this house and it's going to be empty, right? And now you got all these bills to pay. That's not what we signed up for. Okay, so we got to market. Nita B, what demographic are you shooting for? But yeah, again, guys, you can pivot at any time. Just tweak the words on your flyers or brochures or whatever marketing material you have and send it out to the different agencies. Okay, it's not a big deal. And once you get, how do you market? It depends on who you're marketing to, honey bun. Like, who are you trying to market to? Sober living, Nita B. That's like, I don't know where you live, because I was going to say that's like perfect, because that's perfect where I'm at, but I don't know where you're at. But are you marketing to like the detox houses, the where the men and women go to the AA, where they hold their AA meetings? Those are good places as well. Like, go show your face and show up there, or market over there to the people who go to the AA meetings, the NA meetings. That's a good place. Ooh, all right. Immateria is in here? No way. I watch him all the time. No way. Is he in here? There's no way he's in here. Anyway, when you get the people in your house, right? Because I want to make sure you guys know this. There's 4 non-negotiables. There's 4 non-negotiable rules that you have to have. You can have all the other rules that you want, right? But there's 4 non-negotiables. No drugs, right? No drugs or alcohol. No overnight guests. The cleanliness standard, right? We have to have that, right? Those are, and the quiet hours. Those are the 4. Those are the 4 main ones that you have to have. You can add around it, but those 4 non-negotiable, you have to have it. Okay? And I just want to ask you something. Out of those 4, no drugs and alcohol, no overnight guests, cleanliness standard, and the quiet hours, which rule do you think is going to get broken the most out of those 4? Which one of those will get broken the most? You market to the VA. You can market to the VA, but there are other programs that refer veterans as well. So don't just set your sights on the VA. There's other programs in your area, I'm sure, that refer veterans. Okay. The third one, okay, we got the no drugs and alcohol, right? We got no overnight guests, and the cleanliness standard, and the quiet hours. Which one do you think is going to get broken the most? Because you're going to go through it. You guys have no idea. Good guess, but no. She said all of them. I said the most. Oh, Alicia, thanks for the follow. Somebody said all of them. The other one said quiet hours, overnight guests. Bingo, Lady Williams. Bingo. It's overnight guests and cleanliness. Because people, this is what's going to happen. Because there's no rule. Like, we have rules. No guests, no overnight guests. People have social lives. Yes. Cleanliness as well. Yep. Those are the top two. People have social lives. They have boyfriends, they have girlfriends, right? They have homegirls, homeboys who might need a place to stay. They're going to try, to help them out. Even though it's against the rules, but they're going to try. They're going to want their girlfriends in the house. They're going to want their boyfriends in the house. They're going to want some company, okay? So those rules and the cleanliness one, because what's clean to you may not be clean to me. What's clean to one resident might not be clean to another resident. Leaving a pot in the sink might not be a big deal to one person. It might throw somebody in a spin if they see, a pot in the sink. So it is cleanliness and the overnight guests. That's what you're gonna have the most problems with. Okay, they have to learn the habits. Yeah, and living life, it's hard. Like when these people are coming from out in the street, or if they've never had structure, even though the structure and the rules are good for them, it's really good for them. It's structured, it's clean, it's comfortable. It feels restrictive. Shared responsibilities is going to feel restrictive to some people, and they might not want to stay. All right. So rules are a must, right? Rules are a must. However, you guys, I meant to say unlearn. Make your rules and you stick to them, right? Hey, Coach Aura, what's up, baby? When you're making your rules, stick to your rules. However, don't make your rules so unrealistically strict, because you're going to have more turnover. Keep your rules, but don't make them unrealistically strict. I'm talking about, we already don't have, company. We don't have that. A lot of programs don't have overnight company. So don't make it so, okay, there's no company, no visitors. On top of that, you have a 7 o'clock curfew. Then you have to take urine tests. Then you have to do the group meetings. That's a lot. Okay, that is a lot. Do you bill Medicaid? No, honey, because there's nothing medical here. All these people, independent. They can do everything for themselves. Everything. They're totally independent. We're just providing them housing. Okay? Welcome in, you guys. Thanks for liking the live. Appreciate that. But yeah, don't make it so restrictive, because I'm telling you, they'll look and they'll read your rules and yes, you to death. They're breaking all them rules. So don't make it so restrictive that it feels like a prison. Have your standard rules, stick to them, right? But don't make it so restrictive. Come on, 7 o'clock curfews that's wild. People have social lives, guys. How you doing? I'm Mike. Hey, Mike from Detroit. How does that work? Which part? Which part you talking about? Sorry, guys. This is good. My friends just won a temporary shelter in Tampa. 6.1 million. What do you mean? 6.1 million. Open your independent living home for homeless people. Oh, okay. Michael, it depends on what demographic you want to house. Pick a demographic. It could be the men and women coming from out of the prison system. It could be kids aging out of foster care. It could be veterans. It could be seniors. It could be mental health, right? You pick your population. Then you want to set up your foundation, right? Once you set up your foundation, you want to market. The more you market, the more people know you exist, the more agencies know you exist, the better it's going to be for your business, okay? If nobody knows you exist, if nobody knows you're running a program, you're going to get absolutely zero placements, okay? Then what you're going to do is find your property, and you're going to pitch your program to the landlords, all right? Once you pitch your program to the landlords, speaking of the landlords, you guys, hold on, I don't want to go off. Lose my train of thought. You're going to pitch to the landlord. Once he agrees to your program, you sign your lease, right? And at this time, agencies should be calling you back. They should be calling you back because you had marketed previously, right? If you need help setting up, I have a step-by-step program. I have a step-by-step video that's going to walk you through everything. So you don't have to worry about that. Or if you want to do a one-on-one, I'm going to walk you through everything from setup to getting your beds filled to pitching to the landlord, so you don't have to, feel like you're all over the place. So you can't get it wrong. Okay. Yes, your foundation, like your articles of organization, your EIN. Yeah. You have to have that. Don't don't go past go if you don't have that, because the agencies, they do want that. They do want to see that you're legit. You're all on the up and up. So don't move forward unless you have that first, okay? Speaking of landlords, guys, when you're out here and you're pitching to these landlords, I need you to address their fears before they even say it, right? Before it even comes up, like their property damage, because they're always thinking about property damage. No, you tell them, I have my own maintenance. And it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter if your maintenance is your homegirl or your homeboy. They don't need to know all that. You got your own cleaning crew, okay? I don't care if it's you bringing in buckets, scrubbing the floor. You have your own cleaning crew. Do you hear me? You have those things. You have to ease their mind, all right? Payments. They get guaranteed paid on the first of the month or the third of the month or whenever you sign your lease, right? You let them know it's guaranteed payment. Because these are the fears that's going through their mind, I'm telling you. All right? Oh, what about the noise, all the people, the neighbor, right? No, you tell them. I have a strict policy. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., those are our quiet hours. All right? Zero tolerance for noise, all right? You have to kind of put their mind at ease. Bring those things up before it even comes out of their mouth. What should be in your paperwork to help prevent squatters? Help prevent squatters. I do have a notice to vacate, but to be fair, I know it's like kind of controversial. Everybody's like, oh yeah, you have a notice to vacate, but sometimes they will push their limits. They'll, thank God it never happened to me, but it can happen where people say, you know what? No, I'm staying. And then unfortunately, you may have to go the route of eviction, right? They may have extra time to stay there. That has happened before, okay? But we do have, usually they go quietly. Like, they know what they did. You already addressed it. They did it again. You already addressed it, whatever your rule is, right? Usually they go quiet. But there are instances where people have, kind of tried to stay longer than they were supposed to after being asked to leave. All right. So, like I said, make sure you guys are like kind of easing the minds of the landlords, okay? Like when you go in there, act like you've been there before. This is not our first rodeo. We know what we're doing. Even if this is your first time, so what? They don't know that. You sit there, you talk your talk. I don't care if you have to rehearse it all the way until you get to the house, right? You rehearse it, right? Throw out all the positives. You're going to be nervous on the inside, but that's okay. Don't worry. We were all nervous at one point, all right? So don't worry about it. Just act like you've been there before. Don't be desperate, Don't give desperate energy. It's like, okay, this is cool. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, act like we've been here before. All right. Hey, you guys, welcome in. Grace. Hi, baby. Lady T, TT Trendy. What's going on? So if you have any questions, you can always let me know. Again, you guys, just drop your questions because I get more questions in my DMs than I do on my lives, and it's crazy. This is why I come live, y'all. But yeah, if you guys need help, you can always find the link in the bio. I do have a step-by-step video, guys, going to walk you through everything. So, you're not all over the place. And it's very simple, okay? I made it so you can't mess it up. You just have to follow through, okay? Just follow through. As long as you follow through and your marketing, you're going to be fine. And this is a really good way to, a really good income, guys. I'm not going to hold you, okay? This might not be your goal, but my goal was to leave my job, and I was able to do that last year. Okay, so if that's something that you're thinking about, you'll be able to do that. You don't have to leave your job if you don't want to. However, it could be a really good extra income. The more people you help, the more beneficial it will be to you. Okay. What's going on? Welcome in. Hi, Rhonda. What's going on? It's a really good, not just the community, right? Like once your name gets out there and you're like the go, I don't want to say like the go-to, but like the go-to person. Once you pay your dues, right? You're out there and you're marketing and you're making yourself known with these agencies, right? You don't, after a while, you don't have to market as hard because it's kind of like a pipeline now from agency to your home, from agency to your home, clients from the agency to your home. It's like that. Once you get your rhythm going and you build these relationships with these agencies, it makes things so much easier. It makes things so much easier. Hey T, what's going on? Greetings. Housing solutions. You got an ILF too? Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Aww. Thank you. Daryl! Hi, honey. Where you been? Busy, right? Busy, I bet. How's it going? So excited for you. So proud of you guys. Tell me how's it going? How are your residents? I'm giving you a run for your money. Independent living facility, or we call it ILH, independent living home. We try to use the home more than the facility because we do use, homes. Wolfie, I haven't had it yet. It haven't happened yet. But I did have to evict someone, but it wasn't problematic. They didn't give me much pushback. Wait a minute. Yeah, so we have our first 4 residents in Victoria. I am proud of you. I am sincerely proud of you. I love that. Yep. I love it. I'm proud of you. I got to clap it up for you. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it. I'm very proud of you. You're welcome. Kudos to you for your interview with Terrence. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I was supposed to go on yesterday, but when I tell you I had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day yesterday, we were supposed to come on yesterday. He might jump in today, but I'm not sure because he said he may be busy. Participants as well. Thank you. This is not. It's not. That's why you always have to, just because one demographic is working for one person, it might not work for you. It might not. Okay. But like I said, don't be afraid to pivot. Use your free will. This is not here. This is not supposed to be stressing you out. Okay. I have people who are housing women and children. I could never do that. Kids just don't get along. And she's like, girl, pivot. Change it. Keep the core structure, but change your demographic. Don't stress yourself out. This should not be stressful. Wolfie, there's no, as long as you can fit the two beds in the room comfortably, the state is not going to come in and measure. Okay. Just make sure that it's comfortable. They're not on top of each other. Oh, Leslie, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Oh my God, I wish I had the capacity for women and children. They do. I wish I did too, but I know how children are, and I know how women are about their children. So that would be too much for me personally. So, but if that's something that guys that you want to do, then just do it. Don't let me deter you. Do you convert living rooms to accommodate more people? I don't do that. For me too. Yep. I just moved into our Peoria, Arizona homes, and another scheduled to move in. You're doing it. You are doing it, and I'm so proud of you. I am proud of you. I'm proud of you. Very proud of you. I'm happy for you. Daryl, are you stressed out yet? Are your clients giving you a hard time? Because I don't know who you house, but sometimes people, like I was saying before, they choose a demographic based on what somebody else is doing, and it's not the right fit for them. You are helping so many people. Thank you, Leslie. I'm trying. I mean, not at all. Love to hear it. I know, because they're not going to stress me out. Not going to stress me out. Like I said, pivot, you guys. Don't be there's no reason to be stressed out. Again, it's going to come with its own, bumps and stuff like that, because we're dealing with real life people with like human emotions and stuff. So we're going to go through that, right? But not all the unnecessary stuff. You don't have to go through the unnecessary stuff. Don't stress yourself out. What is independent living home? An independent living home is where you provide affordable shared living housing, right? Where I don't know how many people you're going to have in your home, but different individuals, unrelated, and we just provide the housing for them. It's structured, but it's housing. It's usually 2 to a room. We house 2 to a room. You don't have to do all shared rooms if you don't want to, but it is the best way to maximize your income. Okay, if you want to do majority shared and 1 private, you can. You can do half private, half shared, whatever works best for you. But again, if you want to maximize your income, stick to 2 to a room. We aren't stressed at all. I love that for you. When I say I love that for you, I love that for you, because I hate when people do it and they're like, oh my God, I'm stressed out. I'm like, please don't be stressed. Please, it's going to work out. Like, don't be stressed out. Like, you either got to go back to your drawing board. Something's going on with your rules it's not clicking. The housing demographic that you're housing, you're not really into it. But I love that you're being successful. I love the success for you. I love that. Then I said, I'm stressed. Oh, you're trying to build girl, don't forget that waiting list. Okay? Forget the waiting list, because by the time, wait. Living life, do you have your house already? Did you just tell me you had your house? Because I was about to say, forget that waiting list, because forget the waiting list anyway. You don't need the waiting list. Like, it becomes useless anyway, because by the time, if you don't have a house, by the time you get the house, all of those people are going to be gone anyway. They're going to have found housing, right? And good for them, but it's not going to do you any good. People need housing. The day they call you, they need the housing. Oh, Camille. Oh. It's par for the course. When I tell you I was petrified, and it's okay. I promise you, it's okay. I know, like, I'm very, very, like, I try to encourage people to not be nervous, but I know you cannot help it. But please don't let that stop you. Okay? I'm very introverted. I don't like talking to counselors and program managers. I don't like to, right? But do it scared, okay? I know you don't like that feeling in your stomach. I know it's hard. But please don't let it stop you, because in the end of it, when you get to the other side, you're going to thank yourself for not, like, giving up or punking out. Because, oh my God, if I would have, Lord knows, if I would have stopped because I was, like, so, anxiety ridden, I would not be here, right? I would still be stuck at that raggedy job I was at. But do it scared. Camille, even if you have to do after-hour calling, because that's what helped me. I did a shit ton of emailing, okay? A ton. And a lot of after-hour calling because of that very reason. It depends on what demographic. WFH, brave, strong. What demographic do you want to house? And I'll tell you where to market. Alonzo, you got a house? All right, we got to get your foundation. Go get your articles of organization and your EIN for starters, right? Do you have a name for your for your program, Alonzo? Have you thought about what you want to name your program? Start there. Your logo, do you have that? You start there. If you need help, Alonzo, and you need like step by step, like held hand guidance, I have a step by step video guide that's going to walk you through everything. Okay. And you guys, just because you purchase the step by step video guide or the one-on-one, it doesn't mean you don't have access to me. Like, you can still use me. Like, you can text me, message me. I will help you. Ooh, I have a good report to landlord. Okay. That's great. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was me when I tell you I was, hate to talk about it, but I know there's a lot of people out there like me, and we can still do it. We can still do it. It's still possible. You still be successful. You still make your money. You still make an impact. You can still help a lot of people. Being nervous and, fighting with your, the A word, you can still do this. I have two, and I think I'm gonna stop at two. I said that at one, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good at two. Because independent living is what I do. It's, I own and operate them, but I don't make it my whole life. I have outside things that I'm doing. So I think I'm gonna stop at two. I have all the are you out there marketing though, living life? Like, you gotta get out there. I'm telling you. And as this thing is getting more popular and more popular and more popular, it's not saturated yet. It's nowhere near oversaturated, but you don't want to wait until it is. Yes. I did, girl. I was scared. I was scared. I was scared. But, you know, it all worked out. Like, that's why I said, you guys, if you're like anything like me, it's okay. It still works. Feifei. Yeah, but if you have any questions, drop them so I can answer them. I'd rather answer them online than like answer them all in the DM at once. It gets a little crowded in there. I have an LLC. I want to create a waitlist first before getting a house. Seems safer. Miss Lisa, it does seem safer, right? It seems safer. But I'm telling you from experience, this is not, I'm not just saying it, saying with experience for myself and others. That waiting list, you can have a waiting list, but by the time because you don't know how long it is going to take you to get this house, right? It might take you 30 days. You think somebody's really sitting around 30 days for a room? No, they're on to the next person. Okay. And when you circle back, once you get your house and you circle back to get those individuals, they're going to be gone. And again, good for them because they found housing, but where does that leave you? But you do want to market, right? You do want to market to these agencies. You want to get out there and get those relationships with those agencies. That you want to do. I do in my notes on my phone, but I haven't make it official. Okay. All right. Perfect. Keep brainstorming. Don't rush it. Make it mean something to you. Are you being for real? Are you being for real? Was I excited? I was in my flow state. Like it comes out easier. When I do my after hour calling, it comes out easier. I can say my whole spiel, my whole pitch flawlessly. I love doing that. I'm out in PA. What was that? I'm located in PA, but you can do this in any state, guys. Any state. What do you put in your thank you bags? I want to make a few. Living life, if I'm being sincere with you, I never did that. I never gave a gift basket. I never gave like a thank you basket. But they all love pens, hand sanitizers, treats, you know. things like that. Where do people come from? Well, they're everywhere, but it does depend on what demographic you're trying to house. Like if you're trying to house like mental health, you can go to, the mental health facilities, the mental health housing, all those programs that they have for mental health in your neighborhood. If you're looking for veterans, of course, the VA and those other agencies in your neighborhood who refer veterans, the women and children, again, the women's shelter, the women's battered shelter. It depends on what demographic you're trying to house. Blessings to everyone, he says, along your journey. Yes. Blessings to everyone. Thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. They tried to unlawfully evict me out of my own estate, unbeknownst to be it's my estate. Wow. Wait, who did that though? Like your family or like the state? Need work on the marketing part. Are you outside with it, Miss Lisa? Like, are you like going face to face? Because that is the best way. However, I can understand if you can't do it, but it is the best way. Wolfie, who are you trying to house, honey? The court found them liable. I'm trying to get everything up and running. Okay. Yeah, you guys, this is not WFH Brave Strong. How much pay? Again, it's up to you how you want to price. But if you want to know what I price, I charge $750 per bed. $750 per bed. You're welcome. Yes, Miss Lisa. 5 o'clock, actually. That's when I know nobody's going to be there. I purposely make sure they're good and gone. Good and gone. And I leave a message, right? Say my whole spiel, do my whole pitch. That way I don't have the pressure on me and I'm fumbling all over my words. It's none of that. It's clear, it's clean, it's flawless. Because they have to call you back, right? Once they get your message, they're going to call you back. They're already going to know what your name is. They're already going to know what your program's about, what you offer, everything, because you left everything in the message. And when they call you back, it's either going to be a yes, oh yeah, we do have clients, or it's going to be no, not right now. We could put you on a list, or can we have a walkthrough of your home? And that's all I need to hear. Like, I don't need the extra talking, because what are we talking about? Hi there. I just started my independent living home in April, and I just opened my second one. Let's go, Cassie. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, like, I'm not good with the effects like Terrence be on it. I don't know, guys. Hold on. I gotta clap it up. Look at me all over the place. I can't even get her. There we go. Clap it up. Congratulations. Veterans and people on fixed incomes. Oh, okay. Those are everywhere. Those are in your local agencies. I don't know what state you are in, Wolfie, so I can't call any specific agencies out. But you can go to your local homeless shelters, your YMCAs, your men's shelters, Catholic Social Agency. I know you have one. I know for a fact that you have one in your state. So you could go to Catholic Charities. Is that who you plan on housing? Do you plan on housing? I house 55 and older. Yep, me too. Veterans, homelessness, transitioning. The second house is women only. Yes, I house seniors because they're just easier. My initial target was men and women coming out of the prison system, but like I said, I pivoted, quickly changed my mind because I want things to run smoothly. Not to say that it won't, but I like my residents to be long term. Okay, I want them to stay there long, not 2-3 months and then they're leaving, coming here to get on their feet and then leaving. I like my residents to stay for a very long time. You could do this in Missouri. You know that counts. You know it. Thank you for joining. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, this is a really, really good way to come up, if I'm being honest. I have a 4-3 next to Allegheny Hospital, like right next to it. Got it. So I'm looking to partner. You're looking to partner. Wolfie, did you hit up Terrence? Did he not tell you to hit him up? Woo, girl, you're still working. Well, you must have a really good job or a not stressful job, because maybe my job was just raggedy and the management sucked. Yes, Wolfie. I believe, if not the last live, the live before, he told you to hit him up. So yeah. Yep. LB for success. Where have you been? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where have you been? You all right? I haven't seen you in so long. It's always good to see you. Always. Very high stressful. I'm my operations manager. Oh, okay. I have 100. Oh, girl. The way my nerves are set up, that's like too much responsibility. 130 employees. Yeah, Wolfie, reach out. I work 9 to 5 now, hoping to get started here soon. You're busy, LP for success. I know that's right. I know that's right. Haven't seen you in so long. It's good to see your name pop up. Yeah, Miss Lisa, you'll be able to do it. Okay, you'll be able to do it if you just follow the steps in order and you keep going and you market your business and you market it well. And I'm not just talking about sending out 1 or 2 emails a week either, because that's not going to get it. Number 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 emails. That's not. You need to really get out there, really do it. Really do it, and you have to follow up with those emails. And it might not take 1 follow-up email or 1 follow-up phone call. It might take a few. That's just what you got to do, and it all pays off. LP for success. If you need me, okay, if you need me, message me, okay? Because you won't be messaging me. I don't know the last time you messaged me. I don't remember the last time you messaged me. And thanks. You're amazing doing these lives and giving out. You're welcome, Wolfie. Hoping to exit corporate within the next 2 years. I know that's right. Go ahead, Cassie. Wolfie says, is anyone in the chat that's looking to partner? He's in Vegas. Do I have any Vegas people in here? Cassie, you mean boots on the ground? That's right. Hustle in these streets. There's a market for every demographic. Unfortunately, there's always going to be homeless. So you always have clientele. Always. Okay, LP for success. Okay, so evenings are good and I should look for a house then. How? Okay, so evenings are good and I should look for a house then. How? Maybe I'm a little slow. How, like what? Like how to look for the house? Is that what you're saying? You take people you serve to food banks. What I used to do is just like certain days that you could go to food banks, and I would just pick up some things, even though I know like most of them, they have EBT, they have SNAP, they know how to grocery shop, they know how to do their thing. But I would go there to the grocery store, to the pantries, and bring them food just for the house. It wasn't for anybody in particular, just to have some things there. And I also have information on the boards where they can go to these different food banks themselves. So have that on your information boards too, you guys, like grocery stores nearby, food banks nearby, where they can go if they don't have EBT, where they can go to sign up for EBT, on the Social Security office, things like that. Hey, I'm not opposed to it. Meant to say now, just making a list. Okay. What's the most people? What's the most people you put in a house? You go off the square foot house. If I have a 4-bedroom, I'm putting 8. Like, because you know what you're getting before you're renting. You know, if there's a 4-bedroom and one of the bedrooms are too small, I'm not going to get it. So I automatically know I'm putting in 8. Are your homes in the city or country? In the city. They're in the city. You know, because they have to be close to a bus route, you guys. Because we don't provide transportation. Leslie, thank you for liking my live, baby. Appreciate you. I called 3 houses in Biloxi and they agreed to rent. Got to market first though. Oh, in Mississippi? Oh, wow. How much are the renting prices there? It might be a little lower out there. Might be. What's this? Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. What is this? What is this? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, yeah, that's good. That's really good. 4-bedroom, 3 baths. And they have a big demographic of veteran. Gold mine. Gold mine. Thank you for liking my live. I appreciate you guys. Please drop any questions that you may have or any concerns that you may have. Even if you're just thinking about it, you're not even, you're not quite ready. You're not quite ready to open yours. And that's fine. Like, that's what I'm here for. Ask questions. How to do it remotely. You most likely going to need, a house manager, of course. No way. You guys got me up to 10K? Thank y'all. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wolfie, thanks for the repost. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. I'm ready to jump 10 toes in. Let's go. Trouble finding a house and start this registration of veterans. Listen, if you're having a hard time with a certain demographic, you need to pivot because you need to cast a wider net. Okay? Sometimes you just have to cast a wider net, like open it up to more individuals. You don't have to keep veterans unless this is what you want to do. But you don't have to have one house for veterans, one for mental health, one for 55 and older. You can put them all thank you, baby. You can put them all in one house, okay? And where are you looking for a house? Make sure you go on Zillow. That's really, really good. Apartments.com is really, really good. Redfin, really, really good. What else? I have a video on just giving you all of the places that you should look. And don't be afraid to those for rents in the front yard of those homes. They're really lenient, okay? I wish you for those. I know, right? 10K. That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you for getting your heart me. It's the house I'm having trouble finding. It's okay. You might not get a yes the first time, and it's okay. It's par for the course. We all go through it. I know it seems like people are just getting their houses boom just like that, because that's how people make it, come across. But reality is, we get no's. Okay, we do get no's. Like I got four in a row, boom, 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 in the same week. You know how devastating that is? It was like, this is never going to work. This is not working. I'm never going to find a house. Okay, don't stop because you hear a no. It's fine. You're gonna get a yes. It's coming. Hit me up for property in Massachusetts. Y'all hear Faye? Yep, that's true. If they're sitting on there for 3 months, 45 days or something like that, those landlords are ready to rent. Okay, they're ready to get some cash coming in. B&B operators are doing bad. They could partner with you and have nice houses. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Thank you, Leslie, for liking my live, baby. I appreciate you. Yeah. And for those who are, once your house is filled, right? And if you want to do another house, but at the time you don't have another house, don't be afraid to be a referral. Don't stop and say, oh, we don't have room right now. Be a referral. Refer those clients out to somebody else, because that's another way for you to make an income too. You set your price on what your referral fee is going to be, and you can make some income off of that as well. Who is saying no, the banks? What you mean? If you can only find a 3-bedroom house, do you recommend waiting to get the 4-bedroom house? No. I just know that a 4-bedroom is going to make more. That's why I will always shoot for a 4 and better. But if you can't afford a 4 right now, it's okay. Get the 3. You know, that's 6 people. But also, don't make sure what you're paying for is a decent price. Okay, but no, get the 3. It's okay. Is it the bank saying no to people, or what do you mean the bank saying no to people for what? What are we going to the banks for? You're welcome, LP for Success. Did I miss a question? Am I missing something? Like, what are we going to the banks for? $1,500 per room with a 3-2. You find cheap rent, cash flow looks in the South or Midwest. Yeah, South, the prices are generally lower than up here because they're trying to kill us up here. Yeah, no, baby, not the bank. I'm talking about the landlords. People are going to come across, because it's par for the course. That's just what happens. That's normal. They're gonna say no. Okay, and it's fine. Like, I don't want you guys to think that you're doing something wrong if you pitch your program and you get the no. Like, everybody's not with it. Everybody's not hip to what's going on. They haven't heard of it, and it's okay. Because I know a lot of people make it seem like as soon as you go out there and pitch the landlord, like, automatically the first time you get out there, you're gonna get the yes. It can happen. But if you get a no, don't worry. This is normal. Okay, you're gonna get a couple no's. Just don't give up. Okay, because you're gonna get your yes. Your yes, I guarantee you, is coming. Leslie, thank you for liking my live. Yeesh, 15K, you guys. Okay, thanks. I have to learn how to start since I have the homes. Yes, honey Faye. If you want like a one-on-one, I do offer that. And if you just need the simple step-by-step video guide where I'm walking you through everything and I'm letting you know this is how you do this, this is why you're doing this, do this, everything from start to finish. Who to reach out to, where to go, what to say, how to fill your beds, all that. It's all in the step-by-step video guide. Once you finish it, you're gonna know what to do. I do, Wolfie. I do. But that's why I come on here, because I know sometimes people ain't got it, That's why I want you to ask as many questions as you can. So, I'm not going to yell at you at the screen for asking questions, guys. Ask the question. No, Fee, I'm not. I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna open up another one. I don't know. Like, I know I said that about my first one, but I don't know. You know, I like to get outside and dilly dally, right? So I'm doing other things. You know, I'm doing a whole lot of dilly dallying these days. Feels good. Where we at? Where we at? Yeah, that's why I like you guys to ask your questions, because I know, like, even though the course is not expensive by any means, right? By any means, sometimes you just don't have it, and that's why I want to come live and I want to answer your questions. Hey, Monique, what's going on, honey bun? What square footage should you look for? It depends on like how many people you're housing, though. But if you're gonna, so I can't really tell you that, but I'm always going to shoot for. I can't tell you it in footage wise, but I'm always going to shoot for a 4-bedroom or better. Like, I can't tell you in square footage wise, but that's what I would always shoot for. ADH compliant. I make sure that they are not, like, anybody came to check, like, because I did have to put, like, the ramp, you know, and the in the front, because I do have somebody with a wheelchair, and the bars in the bathroom and when they're getting up. So I did do those, but nobody, like, came out and was, like, looking for it and checking to see if I was compliant. Yeah, Miss Lisa, 3 or 4, nothing less. If you can shoot for higher, you're 5, but 5 bedrooms are kind of hard to come by, but nothing less. No 2s. Wolfie, thank you for liking my live, honey. Hey, 18, you are on fire tonight. Log in. Thanks for joining. Bombshell, welcome in. Yeah. And you guys, listen, for those who have absolutely no idea what it's about, like, no idea, never heard of it, but it's, like, kind of sparking your interest, and it sounds good to you. Yes, it's hard work. Like, it's hard work, right? We're dealing with people. But I think once you get into it and you get your flow, hold on, I got a puzzle piece, guys. You're going to be all right. Okay? You're going to be all right. You're going to be fine. You're going to thank yourself. You're going to be very proud of yourself, you know, because it's yours. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. You know, it's respectable work. You're helping your community. You're making income. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. So even if something is, like, giving you pause, like, yeah, this sounds really, really good, but I don't know, do some more research on it. Watch a few more videos. All right? You don't got to jump into it if you don't want, like, but I'm telling you, you're going to be fine. As long as you're willing to go out there and market, you're going to get your clients, you're going to get your referrals. It will work out. Grace Meach, how are you? I'm good. I'm well. Thank you. How are you? I'm working on the EIN. Yes. And LLC, I'm coming for you guys because I'm here, honey bun. I promise you I'm here. Let's go. This is one of the easier business models to get into. That's why I adore it. And then on top of that, we're not babysitting these people, right? We're not watching them. We're not over them. They're independent. They're doing their own thing. You could check on your house once a week, right? You got the cameras on your phone. You can see what's going on. You know, you go over there once a week, check on your house, check on your people. You live your life, they live theirs. You know, you're not stuck there. Do you offer wraparound services to get more month? I don't. Wolfie, I keep it real simple. I don't stack programs, and I don't do wraparound services. But you guys, if that's what you want to do, you can offer wraparound services, or people call them stack services. But I'm a very simple girl. I keep it very simple. Wolfie, thank you for liking my live. Unique, if you have any questions, please drop them. Please drop them. That's what I'm here for. I was supposed to catch up with you guys yesterday, but I'm telling you, I had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day yesterday. It was crazy. Hold on. Sorry. Can't see you guys. 2. I think I'm going to stop at 2. I know I said that at 1, but I think I am. How to kick someone out if they don't follow the rules. Do you have policies and procedures? Or your housing agreement? Do you have that stuff? And we do have a notice to vacate if they violated one of the rules that causes them to get, evicted. We do have that. But again, like I was telling somebody earlier, usually they go quietly because they know they violated. However, even with the notice to vacate and all of the stuff that we may have, sometimes someone will push it to the limit and make you file for that eviction, right? Usually people go quietly. They might have a little attitude, but so what? But usually some people who are professional squatters, and that's why you have to really screen, they'll try it. I haven't crossed that bridge yet, Wolfie, because I did have to evict and they did leave. And these are like grown men, so they didn't really give me trouble. Usually, and I hate to say it, it's usually, not always, but it's more of the women who feel like, majority of the time, not all the time, like they give you more of a pushback. It's a month-to-month contract. Yeah, it is. It is. And if like some people I've seen, this has not happened to me personally, but some people will call like the police, right? They'll call the police because you're trying to put them out. And sometimes if you explain that this is a program, this is not regular housing, this is not a landlord-tenant relationship, that should always be in your paperwork anyway. And it's a housing program. And if you violate the rules, you have to leave. Then sometimes the majority of the time, the police will back you. Sometimes they're assholes and they won't, because I've seen them like, no, you can't do that. Thank God that never happened to me. But again, it depends. Most of them do go quietly though, but you'll get those ones. How to start. Unique. I was supposed to say policies and procedures. I need to go to bed. You want to get your EIN and your articles of organization. You can start there. Please do that first, right? And then before you do that, you would have to have a name, right? Unique. You have to figure out what your program is going to be called, right? Then you want to figure out your logo colors, what you're going to go with, what it's going to look like. You start right there, okay? If you need like step-by-step instructions for the whole process, you can always just, in the link in my bio, there's a step-by-step video guide where I walk you through everything, okay? What? Yes, Wolfie. LLC. It could be LLC. Some people have nonprofits, but you have to have that first before you do anything. It could be either or, but that's what I mean. Okay, well, thank you for liking my live. I appreciate you. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I just want to see how long I've been on here. Oh, it's been an hour and 5 minutes, you guys. It's been a long time. Well, for me anyway. Crypto Boy, what's going on? Um, if you have any questions, can you please drop them now? Because I'm finna go get something to eat. It's that time. All right. I think everyone, so great seeing you, Lena. Oh, thank you, baby. You too, honey bunny, if you need me. You hear me? You hear me? If you need me, I mean, I'm here, okay? Go eat. Thank you for live. You're stupendous even. I love that. I haven't heard that word in so long. I love that. I love it. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let me go. I'm going to talk to you soon, okay? It's been great. It's always a good time. Always a good time with you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for getting my likes up. I appreciate you guys so much, okay? Talk to you soon.